Yo, what's going on everybody? It's your boy CrabLord back again, another video. Today we're going to be doing how to sound like Post Malone in the song Goodbyes. This is a great song, I really like it, I hope you guys like it too. This is a pretty hard thing to do, but I'm going to try my best for you and try to give you exactly what I went through to get the vocal that I felt really made sense. Anyway, before we get in the video, make sure to subscribe if you already subscribed, notification bell as well, so you never miss a video that I post. Also, make sure to check out my description down below where I got preset packs, all my equipment, social media, all my music, and a DistroKid link to get 5% off your sign up to put all your songs on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, iHeartRadio. Anyway, Post Malone Goodbyes. Let's get in the video. So I created a new dry track for this. I don't have anything recorded yet. We're gonna be doing the end of the song where in his last chorus he has a bunch of voices and a lot of harmonies in it. Without further ado, I'm gonna record it, then I'm gonna go over it with you. This one's actually really hard for me to sing, so bear with me if it sounds like crap.
I want you out of my head. I want you out of my bedroom tonight. There's no way I could save you. I need to be saved too. I'm no good at goodbyes.
Alright, now if you enjoyed that vocal, this is how I got it. What you just heard was all mixed differently. These are all the same. I'm just gonna go along and show you what I did to each one, just so I don't have a head start on you guys. First, I'm gonna name each track, and then I'm gonna show you guys what to do to each one. So we're gonna name this one lead. Back up one. Back up left. Back up right. Back up two. And this is ad-lib. Now, how would I edit this? So first we're gonna make it look better, so let's highlight it and pull a little bar here, Command T, and then shave it to make it equal. On both sides. Shave it. Make it equal. Now I'm gonna show you what vocal track you need to get first. Everything else is just a variation of that. Talk on a dry track, pull it below the lead. I'm gonna open up this. We're gonna pull everything over from the lead to the dry now. So look, start off with pitch correction. Pitch correction is in pitch correction mono. There's not much I can say with this because it depends on the root and scale of your song, which I have natural minor scale G for this one. Mainly what I can tell you is just have the right response time. The lower the response time, the more auto-tune you'll get. I like to have it at between like 20 and 40. That gives like a more human sound, but it still adds some auto-tune effect to it. So I got a 20 response time right here. I know Post Malone doesn't use much auto-tune, but this is for whoever's doing it like this. So natural minor scale G with a 20 response time, and then that's it. Next, we're gonna go with a channel EQ, so let's bring that one over and see what happens. Wanted to clean up the vocal a little bit, so we go to EQ, channel EQ, mono. As you can see, I have the gain raised 2 dB. We're gonna bring it down just to make it easier to explain. Before I explain, you can also just copy all these settings down below. Just get the same exact slope I have, but I'll explain what I did here. So, we took the red and brought it out to 150. We took the yellow, brought it over to 198 or 200 if you're being specific, and dropped it 1.5 dB with a 0.6 width. Remember, click the dot and you can pull it. 0.6. Next we have this green one to take away from the 500 area, which I don't like ever. Took it to 500, dropped it 2 dB with a 0.3 on the width. With this green, we took it over to 2000 hertz and raised it 1 dB with a 0.3 width, just like the last one. Then we took the blue and brought it over 5K and raised it 2 dB to bring up those mid to high level frequencies with a 0.2 width on it. And then the last purple, we took to 10K and dropped it -5, so we don't get those high pitched screechy S sounds. And because we reduced everything, let's bring it up 2 dB. Okay. Next we got a compressor. We actually have 2 compressors in a row. Dynamics, compressor, mono. We want that Studio FET. To get Studio FET, all you gotta do is click it right here. The goal of this compressor was to get a -5 on the meter. So what we do to get that is a -5 threshold, a 2.5 to 1 ratio, a makeup of 5 dB because we took away 5, an attack of 9, a release of 310. So a fast attack and a slow release. Distortion is off, and you wanna make sure auto gain is off. The mix is 100%. And that's the first compressor. Now we want to add another one. So let's bring it over. The next one, the goal for this one was to make it a lighter compression. Let's do a -2.5 on the meter. To get the -2.5, we have -25 on the threshold. 2.2 to 1 on the ratio. Makeup's at 2.5 because he took away 2.5. The knee's at 0.7. I didn't change it. Attacks at 20 and releases at 100. Soft distortion. And like before, auto gain is off. So those are both compressors. Now we'll bring over another channel EQ to clean those up. Okay, channel EQ. EQ, channel EQ, mono. We kept it real simple here. We took this green, brought it to 500, dropped it 2 dB with a 0.3 width. I didn't change the width or anything, just dropped it 2 dB here to get rid of more of those frequencies, and then that's it. Now I wanted a tiny bit of distortion on the vocals, so I brought over a bit crusher. A bit crusher is found in distortion, bit crusher mono. Within I wanted to keep it really light. We got a 2 dB drive, 24-bit resolution, so it's the clearest it can be. Downsampling's at 1 times, and then the mix is at 100%, and it's a clip mode. That's that. Next we have an exciter just to make it more exciting. No, it just makes it a little crispier. Specialized exciter mono. Go inside of it, you want to click up here, add silver, and then you got right here the exact thing I have. And then we want to add some flavor to it, so we put a tape delay on it. Tape delay is found in delay, tape delay mono. It depends on the tempo of your song or just how you want the echo to be. And I have a 1/8 dotted. The more you have it over here, the faster the delay goes, and the more you have it over this side, the slower it is. The note is 1/8 dotted, and the deviation is 0.33%. Smoothing's at 40, low cuts 260, high cuts 5600. Feedback will be at 35. I didn't change these. The dry's at 100 and the wet's at 20. Dry is your normal voice. Wet's the delay. So you can't hear my normal voice anymore. I'll bring it up and you can hear me talk about it again. And what's annoying too high. 20. Now that's the main chain, but now we need some buses for it. Now bus 1, this is kind of a tactic to widen the vocal. I might make a video separately on this, but what we do here is go to bus 1. To keep it very simple, what we want to do is take the second compressor because it was lighter and just drag it over to the bus. So it's in there. Then you want to add a stereo spread to that bus, which is imaging, stereo spread, mono, stereo. And then what I have here is a 30% on each side with an order of 12, 240 low, 10,000 upper. Just to spread it around a bit. And as you can see, as I raise one, it kind of does it. It's very minor. And I'm going to set it at -10 just to make it minor, but still kind of do something. And then most importantly, the reverb. So go to bus 2. And in bus 2, we got a space designer that's reverb, space designer mono stereo. Click on it. And when you're inside of it, we want a dream hall because it sounds very dreamy. Large space, halls, dream hall. A 9.8 dry or a 10. Let's make it even at 10. And then the wet's at 0. Didn't change anything else, and we're going to close that. The setting we have for bus 2 is -18. So -18.
This is the first track.
Now that you know the starting point for the track, now I'm going to show you what I do to kind of make them harmonize together. This is going to be very quick. I did not rehearse this at all. I want to make it easy to follow and not confusing at all. In the beginning of the video, we labeled each one. Lead, backup, backup left, backup right, backup 2. Ad-lib. For the lead, we're going to leave it go because it's the lead. What you want to do for the backup is first, make it quieter. So we're going to make it -8. Okay? You want to leave every plugin on and just add one. A very simple trick is delay, sample delay, mono stereo. We're just going to add a right delay. It's like kind of even. As you can see, it's more spread around. And then we're going to go from 18 to 14 on the reverb. And that's the backup. Simple as that. Now for the backup left. And since it's the left backup, we're going to take this and pan it -30. We're going to pan it -40 to the left. And then what I like to do is go into the channel EQ, the first one, and maybe raise the highs on it. Just sloppily, however much you want. For the left also, maybe take the bus 2 and give it 16 on the reverb to make it more intense. And we'll leave it at that. And for the right, you do the same thing with the pan. You take it +40. And then same thing, go to channel EQ and maybe switch one up. Maybe take away some low, add some mid maybe, a little bit of high. Just mess with it a little bit. You don't need to be too specific. And then finally for the right, maybe take the reverb and make it -20 so it's not as intense. So just to make them not all the same so they mix together differently instead of all sounding like one big cluster. With the left and right, so we want to make them actually extra quiet. So the left is a -11 and the right is a -10. And the last backup, we're going to make it -15 so it doesn't stick out too much. And we're going to make the reverb low at -12. That's the second backup. It's just off in the background. And then finally the ad-lib, what we're going to do is make it obnoxious. So turn it all the way up. -3. And then make it quieter at -5. You could even pan it like -10. Now keep in mind, you don't have to follow those steps at all. You can honestly just take what I did and do your own variation of it. Like you can make it more pan to the left or right. You can make it all to one side. You can do whatever you want. And with that being said, the fuck was that?
I just wanna go home. I sound like an animal. I just made a video and I smell like a soul. Cause I just took a shower, oh. I wanna thank you for watching me. If you wanna subscribe to, just hit that subscribe to. I want you out of my head.
Well, that's about it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed that video as well as learned something as well. And if you didn't, then I failed. Make sure to leave a like on the video and leave a comment down below. Tell me what you think and what I should do next. Like I said before, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Hit the notification bell as well. Also, check out my description down below. It's chock full of sweet things that'll help me and you at the same time. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. This has been a CrabLord. How to sound like Post Malone, and goodbyes. And Logic Pro 10 using only stock plugins. And like always, we out.